guys, this is Rajiv here, the founder of Future Underground. We got Johnny here, who's going to be playing at Counterculture on March 21st. Welcome Johnny, welcome to Future Underground. It's a pleasure to have you here. Are you looking forward to playing at Counterculture?
Very much so. It's been a couple of months since I've played in Bangalore, and very keen to unload some seriously good underground house and techno. So yes, very much.
Really? Can you tell us briefly about what you got in store for this event?
Well, I think very much because it's been promoted, by yourself as an underground event. I'm very keen to sort of just play underground and let my head down and play, as I said, stuff that you would possibly be hearing, after midnight in Goa or on the beach somewhere. Very much give people a music-oriented experience. I'll be looking to do that. I'll be bringing the big guns for your dancing shoes.
Yeah, we'll be looking forward to that, Johnny. So you had a long career with the Ministry of Sound Australia. Can you please tell us more about it?
Well, I'd say more accurately, I've had a long career in radio.
Right.
My invitation to work with Ministry of Sound was a culmination of over a decade of experience doing things myself.
Right.
And at that point, I got asked by the Ministry of Sound to do their radio shows for 2 different stations. So my history is very much the long part. The Ministry of Sound is something that happened after 10 years of that. But then that event also led to things like doing the Smirnoff radio mixes in India and many other radio. And also, Ministry of Sound was dance music, but my first radio show was on a jazz station playing soul, funk and disco.
So you have about 2 decades of experience in DJing. Can you tell us more about your journey and your experience in earlier days of your career and what influenced you into DJing?
All right, cool. Well, it started for me, I guess, with my dad. My dad's very much into disco and funk. He's an Indian boy, but when he got to London, he tried to get this wavy afro happening.
Awesome.
And so anyway, I was just kind of exposed to a lot of quirky and underground, like real funk, real disco, real soul. And so that was very much my start with music and with beats and dancing and all that. I always loved dancing, and being in the UK, I was lucky enough to be exposed to the house music of 1984, 85, when it was just hitting the UK shores. So that was very instrumental, hearing these beats for the first time, coming out of Chicago and then coming out of the UK and then everywhere else. And so these things influenced me. I remember my cousin visiting him in London, and he had turntables. I think I was maybe 14, 15 at the time,
right.
And I was in heaven. It was just to watch and to listen to see him do what he did, and so soon after that I got my own turntables. I had my first radio show when I was 18.
Wow.
And got into production soon after. And that's been it, it's from the dad to the funk to my cousin to the decks, and I've been a slave to music ever since.
So you've been spending a lot of time in Goa recently, and what brings you to Goa?
Well, not the music, to be honest. When I first I was living in Barcelona and DJing, working there a little bit, and I got an invite to Bombay to DJ as a resident DJ. So I did that and stayed longer because things were going well for me in Bombay, and
right.
Then I could do it no longer. I loved the people in Bombay, but the Goa move was a move towards the beach, to trees, to space, to less busy roads, to less pollution.
Right.
That was really the move, and it was the music was secondary. It worked out very well for me. After a few seasons, I became quite popular around the scene.
Sure.
But yeah, it was actually a lifestyle move rather than a music move, even though I did a lot of music
Awesome.
while I was down there.
So what's the style of playing and what gear do you use?
The style, it's hard to put me in a style. I would say in India, people would say house or tech house and techno. But for me, I love many genres of music, and I will play different genres. For your event, for example, it's going to be tech house, techno. But I like many different styles of music. I have used another DJ alias in India, Peter Boogie, and that was playing funky breaks, underground hip hop. So yeah, it's kind of hard. It's natural for people to want to pigeonhole me, but I have a genuine love for many different styles of music, and even styles that have not been kind of discovered here yet in India, which I hope to push sometime in the future.
Awesome.
And the gear, you asked me about gear.
Yeah.
Gear, very simple, 2 pen drives.
2 pen drives.
Yeah.
So where do the pen drives go?
They were the pioneers. I started vinyl, went to CD, went to laptop, and then realized the error of my ways and went back to the CDJs.
And I've heard a couple of your sets, and the transitions of the way you play is kind of completely seamless. And I've not seen you use a lot of effects or extreme build-ups or extreme breakdowns, but they were all very subtle. I mean, could you tell us a little bit about the way you mix or your style of mixing?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm a very simple, old school kind of purist DJ. I don't use really any effects, bass, mid, treble, and volume, and if you've got the 4-band EQ, that's also nice as well.
Right.
But yeah, I feel that creating a journey and choosing the right music with the right sonics, the right qualities, and creating a journey, that is the effect. So I'm very much aiming to let the music do the talking, and if you want to or if you are enjoying, hopefully it's the bringing together, that makes sense, but it's the journey. So yeah, very much I let the music do the talking, and try to the effect to be the journey rather than, because I had even on laptop so many effects available to me, and it took me time to just let go and say, you know what, I'm a DJ, I'm a simple DJ, I have good taste in music, and I want to create great journeys. And so I kept it simple, and it seems to work.
Finally, Johnny, do you have any message for all our underground fans?
Yeah, come on the 21st.
Yes, 21st.
Come
yes.
and get your what's the word? Your fix of underground. There is stuff in Bangalore underground, but this is a particular event where I'm looking to really let my hand loose, and I would say come if you want to hear some great music, and have a good time.
Brilliant, Johnny. Thanks for your time today.
Cool, man.
Pleasure. There you go, guys. So we got Johnny on 21st of March at Counterculture. Do come by. Ciao. Peace.